Alrighty, hello YouTube. I know it's been some time since I made a video. It's been a couple years, so this is pretty much an update of life. Life and you know where I started, where I'm at. So this video, I am going to title it "Living with Optic Nerve Atrophy." And for some of you who haven't watched any of my previous videos, I pretty much had perfect vision, like my whole life. Well, shit. Let me back up. Not my whole life, but my whole childhood. When I was 18, 19, I pretty much started wearing glasses to get me to 2020, which was cool. And then, like, one day overnight, I was at work and I'm just like, I can't really see. But me not thinking much of it, I'm just like, I just probably need to go get a stronger prescription. So I went to my regular eye doctor and was talking to him about you know because it wasn't even in, because I had like just got, like, not that long ago, got my eyes checked, and so it was just like that. Anyways, so I went to go get my eyes rechecked, and he's doing a one, two, two, and three. And then he asked, like, was I in a car accident? Did I get into a fight? Like, because he could tell the difference. I personally just felt, I didn't think anything of it. Um, so from there, that's when I started the journey of figuring out what it was that I was dealing with, because he had thought that I had cataract, glaucoma, all this other stuff that they said I didn't have. It took like over 5 different specialists for me to see, just to be diagnosed with optic nerve atrophy. And I am 31 years old now, soon to be 32, March 18th. And I still have optic nerve atrophy. This year, because I try to go like every 2 years to get my eyes, like, do a thorough check on my eyes and everything, just to see if my vision deteriorated. Could I see, some signs of more of deterioration? Absolutely. But it is still tough. So when I think about the beginning of seeing 2020, then overnight, it really still didn't hit me, because I, I think since I could still drive, you know, without anything, that's when it really didn't hit me. And then, like, once I had to, like, start renewing my license, and things started changing to where I didn't qualify for nighttime vision, nighttime driving. I had to just do daytime, and then to where one time, and that's really still didn't hit me. Um, and then I ended up, you know, getting that close call to where it's just like, you're not somewhat qualifying for daytime vision. And then, so I'm talking to the specialist about that, and that's when I started using bioptics for driving. But with all of that being said, living life with optic nerve atrophy, it's a challenge. And I know there's a lot of people out here who's, you know, living with challenges, rather that's, with their vision, or any challenge. But for me, sharing my experience of living day to day, not being able to see, I'm just gonna throw it on out there. Like, being able to see, but not being able to see like how I used to see. It's frustrating. The most frustrating thing is being able to see, but it not being clear enough, which which is frustrating. Like, even when it comes to watching TV, like, granted, I can see the TV and shit like that that's going on, But you know, like on TV shows when they pull out their phone and they start texting and shit like that, and it's just like, damn, what the fuck they saying? And you have to look like close, or you gotta ask someone else who is watching with you, like what they talking about on that phone. Yeah, right there's a challenge. Um, when I think about work, I just like signed up to be a manager for the company I work with. I work at a grocery store. And, you know, they asked me why now? Because the offer has already always been thrown to me. And when a lot of people look at me, they don't, let me say this. When people think of visually impaired, they automatically associate white cane or guide dog because that's what they're looking for. So you got me moving like boom, 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 and it's just like we don't see that. But also with that, I limited myself for so long, telling myself that, you know, I won't be able to do this and I won't be able to do that because of this. And, you know, I'm at the point in life to where it's just like when my time comes, I just want to feel more fulfilled. Like, you know, I at least, you know, attempted. I tried. And, you know, even if this does not work out the way that I hope for it to, um, I did all that I could. The biggest challenge to all of this is people not believing you. It's not like I want people to really like feel sorry for me or anything like that. I want people to understand that people go through shit. Like people assume like, oh, okay, bad eyes again associated with people of age, people who are older. Like what? What? No. So when I tell people like I can't see, you know, they're just like, huh? What? Like you need to go to the eye doctor. Like, you know, back in the day they used to really frustrate me, but they just don't know. they just they don't know, and I at times like help correct them and tell them like this is how you should respond because in this moment you're not treating me the way that I want to be treated. You're treating me the way that you want to treat me, and that's not okay. But past that, listen, living life with optic nerve atrophy, um, again, is a challenge every day. And but you make adjustments in your life. You tweak some things. You make it work for you. Don't be afraid to share with people what it is that you're going through, what it is that you're dealing with, because you will be amazed. Here, I feel like I'm alone. I still do feel like I'm alone. Although my little sister is going through the same thing, I feel like I'm alone. Like it's just me. And you know, it'd be cool to have like a group of like buddies to hang out with that and we all got eye problems. So we all can relate. Like I can't say that. Can you say that? You know, it's crazy. I mean, because blindness affects a lot of people. And I'm not talking about you losing like your total eyesight, but just losing some percentage of your eyesight. You know, a lot of people deal with that, but it's like it's hard to find those individuals. I try starting meetup groups for people like in Columbus, Ohio, because that's where I'm at. Like, hey, let's come together. Like any visually impaired, you know, people out there. Let's have a good time. Can't find nobody, or maybe people just don't know how to look for those type of resources. Even the programs that I was a part of, I even would talk to them like you should talk to them to you know other like clients or whatever about you know coming together with other people who you know experience certain things like what I'm experiencing. That way we can talk about it, because a lot of us feel as if we are alone, and we're not. We're not. But I do want people to know, like, if you feel as if you need help, there are so many resources out there. You just have to know where to look. Me living in the state of Ohio, in Columbus, there is so many resources. Like, just for me to drive, um, I wear Optics to drive, but the Ohioans for Disabilities program, the Ohioans for Disability, they helped pay for me to go to my driving, to take my driving classes for the Optics, and it's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. And they also are there to, like, if I need any visual aids, like for work or home. Um, Part of me be wanting to take them up on the visual aids for work and stuff like that, but working at a grocery store, it's like, if I was dealing with other, like, a nice percentage of associates, coworkers who was going through the same thing I was, okay, cool. You know, a lot of people could benefit from it. But as far as I know, it's just me. So I don't want, them coming in trying to, change any equipment and stuff like that, because I also don't want to inconvenience other people. And that's just, how I'm feeling and thinking, in that moment. But there's so many resources out there, and you just have to ask. But also, other people have to know. I didn't know about Bioptics until I reached out to my doctor and was just like, hey, but I had to talk to the right doctor, because if you talk to the wrong eye doctor who doesn't specialize in people with low vision, so a lot of them don't know where to direct you. So I appreciate the eye doctors that OSU's Eye Institute, because they've been there. Even Nationwide Arena, um, eye surgeons, they have been there. Unfortunately for us individuals that's dealing with optic nerve atrophy, there's no treatment for damage to the optic nerve. So this is something that, at this time, um, we are just going to have to accept, adapt to, and have fun. Have fun with this. The main purpose for this video, like I said, is it's been a while since I made a video, but I also wanted to just give everyone an update where I'm at, what I'm doing. But I do wish everyone well. Um, for all you guys who's, dealing with this blindness, visual impairment, just know you're not alone. You're not alone. If you need help, reach out, ask for help. If you're from Columbus, Ohio, hit me up. Anywhere, hit me up. We can chat. I'm gonna leave my TikTok username in the description, as well as my, Facebook and stuff like that, that people can add me. But stay strong, keep fighting. Until we meet again.